Hello ladies and gentlemen, another milestone reached, namely 400 subscribers, and another poll to celebrate it. If you are a recent subscriber, I want to thank you for your sub and welcome to the channel. Actually, I reached 400 subs quite some time ago, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to make another point-and-click adventure poll or something else for a change. And because it's been a while since my last CRPG Let's Play, the last one being Pathfinder Kingmaker from almost 2 years ago or so, that I didn't even finish after 85 episodes since I screwed it up so badly. Plus at the time I was only about halfway through the game, so it would have taken too long even for my taste. Yes, I did play and beat it later off screen with a new character. The learning curve was just so steep that I think it was a mistake for me to make a blind playthrough of it. Oh wait, I did also try and play Stygian Reign of the Old Ones almost a year ago, but after 5 episodes it stopped working altogether and I still don't know why or what to do about it. Anyway, I want to play a CRPG after a long break, and since they tend to be rather long Let's Plays, depending on the game of course, I thought it would only be fair if you got to decide which game's playthrough you want to sit through. I'm gonna tell you already that Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous that came out a couple of weeks ago or so won't be a candidate here. I'm gonna play that a little bit by myself off screen first, maybe even beat it once to try and learn its mechanics so I won't repeat my mistakes I did in Kingmaker, assuming I will play Wrath of the Righteous on this channel at some point. Plus I wouldn't know what to play in it for you yet anyway. But now, without further ado, here are the 4 CRPG candidates, the first one being Fallout, from the good old Interplay, the very first Fallout that started the franchise in 1997. I've had the urge to play this legendary post-apocalyptic role-playing game again for a while now. Yes, again, so this would not be a blind Let's Play. But what I will do is play a character that I've never played before myself, and that is a dumb as fuck brute. We are going to make him so dumb that he can't even have proper conversations with people. The only way we can increase his intelligence enough to do that is by consuming drugs, and later we can have a surgery at the Brotherhood of Steel that increases our intelligence to the level of a normal person. To make up for his low intelligence, we are gonna make him a real beefcake who can punch hard and use melee weapons, like large hammers and the power fist effectively. And we're also gonna make him the luckiest man alive so that many funny and beneficial encounters will happen to him in his adventures. I may also make him somewhat competent with small firearms later, so that we can use shotguns as well if needed. Or maybe in the late game I should make him more skillful with heavy firearms like the minigun and an RPG or bazooka, whatever it was called, for late game encounters. Maybe I'll do that instead. But we'll see how it goes. So, a character who is dumber than a bag of hammers, but very strong and lucky and punches people's faces in instead of sniping them from afar. If that's what you wanna see, vote for Fallout. The second candidate is Tyranny, from Obsidian Entertainment. But wait a minute, I hear some of you say. Haven't you played this game on your channel not once but twice already? And yes, I have. The last playthrough is from 3 years ago, I think. Tyranny is my most favorite CRPG thus far, and I thought now is a good time to return back to it and see if it's still as good as I remember it. In my first playthrough I went for the disfavored ending as a hunter-like character using javelins. The second time the Scarlet Chorus ending as a tanky gladiator-like fighter with a sword and shield. This time I'm planning to make a really evil, manipulative and diplomatic sorcerer. Think of Jafar from Aladdin, who relies on magic, which is actually quite OP in this game, partly because you can make your own spells, and I'm gonna turn against both the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus and thus Kairos. I may also try and make the locals of the tiers, the Oathbreakers, the Bronze Brotherhood, the Unbroken, the Sages Guild, whoever is willing to work with us to kick Kairos' forces out, and thus go for the Rebel ending. Or we just kill them all too if they are being difficult or we feel like it and get the Anarchist ending. All we want is knowledge, because knowledge is power. Let me know in the comments which ending you would want to see. The Rebel, where we side with the locals of the tiers that we are conquering, or the Anarchist ending where we just kill everyone. If you want to see a truly evil playthrough with a powerful magic caster going against his own overlord, vote for Tyranny. The third candidate is Pillars of Eternity, Deadfire, from good old Obsidian. Sequel to Pillars of Eternity that I made a Let's Play of already, I don't know, years ago. Deadfire has been out since 2018 and I still haven't played it. Because whenever I thought about starting it, I thought, nah, I'm gonna make a Let's Play of it on my channel later when the time is right. Well, this would be a good time to pick it up. It has 3 major DLCs out by now as well. As for what I'll be playing, I'm going to import my character from the first game and continue her story from there. A female, was it a mountain dwarf, bleakwalker paladin, Brolvia. A healer support type, but despite being a healer, she's a mean bitch because bleakwalker paladins are supposed to deal with their problems with brute force, basically kill anyone dumb enough to stand in their way, and they are not into diplomacy. It's either their way or the highway. So we are gonna play her in Deadfire, and by importing my save from the first pillars, I don't need to remember what I did or didn't do in the last game. But people in Deadfire will remind me of my past deeds, no doubt, and either love or hate me for them. So if you want to see what new adventures Brolvia, the healing bleakwalker dwarf paladin, will get into next, vote for Pillars of Eternity, Deadfire. And the fourth and last candidate is The Outer Worlds, yet another Obsidian game. Yes, I'm a fan. And from the original creators of Fallout too. I would have most likely played this game when it came out, if not for the fact that it was an Epic Games exclusive for 6 months, I believe. And during that time I kinda forgot about it, until it came to GOG or GOG and bought it with 50% off. Don't think I got the DLCs though. So I still haven't played The Outer Worlds, and thus this would be a blind playthrough. Now the problem that I have is that I don't know what kind of character to play as in my first playthrough. Should I make a very smart science nerd who tries to talk his way out cause he hates violence, but, if forced to, uses his weird science guns? Maybe hacking robots and stuff too. Or a charming smooth-talking gunslinger, a space cowboy. I don't know. If I was playing this alone off screen, I would most likely play the smooth talker wielding a pistol like Han Solo. If you got any fun but viable character build or archetype ideas you would want to see me play as, do write them down in the comments section. Not gonna make a separate poll for that decision because I honestly don't know what to play and what works and what doesn't. All I know is that I wanna play this game before the sequel that they announced not long ago comes out around 2023 would be my guess. And also, should I play this on normal or hard? I heard that normal is very easy and hard is not that difficult either, but I don't know. What do you think? And should I get all the DLC as well or just play through the base game first? Anyway, if, regardless of what kind of character I'll end up playing, you want to watch me play something more modern, 3D, and from first person perspective, vote for The Outer Worlds. And those are my 4 candidates for my new CRPG Let's Play. Fallout with a strong dumbass character, not a blind playthrough. Tyranny, for the 3rd time, evil spellcaster aiming for rebel or anarchist ending. Pillars of Eternity, Deadfire, a blind playthrough with an evil bleakwalker paladin. And The Outer Worlds, a blind playthrough, character unknown. This poll will last, let's say till the last day of this month, 30th of September, Thursday, and link to the poll is down below in the description. Thanks again to all the new subscribers for, well, subscribing and giving this channel a chance, and happy voting!